No countdown. We are live. I'm back with the two biggest bears in the company right now. What's going on, gentlemen? Are you guys ready to take your whining live to the interwebs?
Yes, it's all over now. Sell everything, quit, go apply at McDonald's. It's the best thing.
Bro, but you can't even apply to McDonald's anymore. They automated everything. It's like AI and robotics nowadays.
It's okay. I'll just be a bum on the street, beg for money. Fuck it. Be a busker.
I'll teach people how to EPT is gonna get cut if you're in the States soon. No more EPT for you.
No, but seriously, like previously you could apply for McDonald's, you could apply for KFC, but like that window is closing, man. Like, where did we go when we go broke? How
we could become gigolos. You know, there's a lot of old ladies that are looking for young studs.
I've already started selling all your feet pictures on OnlyFans when you guys were sleeping. When you guys were sleeping,
motherfucker.
When you guys were sleeping, I was taking pictures of all your feet, and I've got an OnlyFans page started. That's my backup plan. Jan's feet are the least popular right now.
Oh, yes.
Christian's feet, #1 top seller.
I've got a comment. What's our best deal? Our best deal is not McDonald's.
I got a Whopper Junior with cheese. That's Burger King. I got a Big Mac. Got a Big Mac deal for you. How about that? #2 with fries, extra large.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, as everyone was all bullish, your old boy Nate here said, I think this is going to be a sell the rumor or a buy the rumor, sell the news event. And boy, oh boy, did we ever get a sell the news event. I didn't think, I thought maybe the tariff announcements, getting that deal done with China, I thought that might bring some life back to the markets. But after they announced that yesterday, the market dumped like 3K immediately. So I don't know. I think we're going to see it resweep the lows, maybe even 100K again here.
Yeah,
dude, I was actually the same, Nathan. I was expecting this week to be very positive. I took big trades. Obviously, that didn't go well, but here we are.
It's okay. I also took some nasty trades. It was going very fucking good for like, a couple weeks here. Like I got pretty much most of this move up. And then, looking at these previous fucking highs, I should have been a little bit more cautious there. I knew a lot of good traders. Even my trading teacher brought this up. Was like, yeah, like these highs, they're probably going to wash people here. And essentially it was just a stop run and just kind of milked everybody out, which is really annoying because like, this trade was going pretty well. If you did take this trade, you probably would have just hopped off at scratch since we hit 50% of their target already. But the problem with this now is that like, most of the alts got pretty rinsed. Some are still hanging on there, but for the most, like things just kind of got beat up pretty nasty. And so we had the FOMC, which just kind of like was like death. Then we had the trade deal, which was, we were all expecting, okay, maybe this is going to be your saving grace, more death. And then now we're just starting to figure out whether we want to actually bottom here.
I think the biggest thing out of the FOMC that really is sending stuff down, I think will continue to cause volatility and downside pressure over the next few weeks here until we get some, more solid news on it is, we knew if we got a 25 basis point cut, it was kind of probably already front run. But what really pushed us down was Powell saying that the December rate cut is not guaranteed. That really pissed people off. That really spooked the market because we all assumed every opportunity to cut rates from now through the end of 2026 is a foregone conclusion. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of how much. And Powell came out. And whether he believes that or he's just being a dick, I don't know. I still think that December cut is a foregone conclusion. I think most analysts, the big guys out there, BlackRock, JP Morgan, they're all calling for rate cuts in December. Why JP or why Jay Powell is being a stick in the mud? I think it's just his personality. I think that's just him being.
Well, he's rational. I think he's being very rational. Like
but he knows exactly what's going to happen to the markets when he comes out and says something like that. Like he's not doing it on accident. Like
maybe he's shorting the market. He's like, fuck
I'm sure he is.
Fuck all you guys.
He's earning $215,000 a year. He needs extra money. Extra money.
Nah, he'd be fine. He's probably like Nancy Pelosi, Like Nancy Pelosi is only supposed to be making like what, $100K a year, and she's like making like 40 mil a year, like
just out trading every trader in the market.
Yeah, so it's definitely weird, but he did mention QT is supposed to end December 1st, so that's something to look forward to. I think. I think the problem was with Powell was that the fact, because like we have these government shutdowns right now. I think there's a bit of like data they're kind of missing right now. So until that's all resolved,
they make all that shit up anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's always revisions anyways. Yeah.
Revisions.
Yes.
You mean where they wipe off of every single job that was created in the last 18 months and they call it a revision?
It's a cleansing.
Minor revision. We're just erasing 1.9 million out of the 2 million jobs that were created. Oh, by the way, the 100,000 jobs that are left, or whatever that insignificant number was, those were all government jobs. NBD.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
Fuck bureaucracy. We don't need it.
We just need a king again. We're done with the democracy. Everybody's given up. We need just a king.
Communism #1.
King Jan.
We're gonna get flagged. I'm gonna stop. But yeah, I mean, okay. So going back to the Bitcoin chart here, I do see some bullishness here, where essentially all they did was they just ran the price down back to a 38.2 for stop support. So that held really nicely, which is also right against that candle body low there. So clearly the bulls stepped in. They were just trying to wash the lows and kind of spook the bulls. And they did a pretty good job of that, because I know a lot of people hopped off this trade. And then essentially they're just running it back now. So I do think that there is a bullish case here still. We're sitting against the 61.8. We bounced off a 38.2. We held these current lows. So in my opinion, I think this weekend we should see a rally, and we should see this starting to come back up. We do need to start seeing more double bottoms again to like really give us that confirmation, just like how we got this W here. If we can start carving another W here, then I think we should be okay. Obviously, if we don't and we start losing these lows again here, then I would be pretty concerned about this bullish trend, because when you look on a weekly chart, these are starting to look quite heavy. And generally, when you get weekly double tops, that's kind of the sign of the end of the bulls, generally, when you get those. So I am a little concerned, because if you look on Ethereum actually already has that double top on the weekly, and all we've done so far is just play out the top so far. And ever since we got this weekly top, we've just been getting like just nasty signals, not getting very clean trade setups. And so until this starts reverting back into some kind of W, into some kind of bullish structure, it's going to be a hard case to be super overly bullish on a lot of our alts, which is unfortunate. So really just kind of watching this daily to see how we can resolve here. We can see we are trying to form a base. They try to wash these lows just like on Bitcoin, but it held. And so obviously there's a bit of support here still. And so now we just have to wait and see if we can start carving those W's again. And if we get those W's, then we can start considering trades, considering longs a bit more aggressively. But until then, I think we just have to kind of wait for some kind of better structure. But I do like the fact that we held the lows from yesterday's selling and we're kind of back. Probably have to watch how the U.S. opens tonight, and then see whether or not they want to actually carry this. When I look at the equities market, it looks still pretty bullish. We had that nasty nuke, and it pretty much all it did was just fill in the gap that it left behind. Still a little bit of gaps here, a little bit on the NASDAQ. But for the most part, not quite bearish breakdowns yet in terms of structure. You can start to slowly see it on the Dow. Russell's already kind of slowly breaking down. So it's a little bit of a 50-50 here. But I do still want to lean towards the bull because, we just finished these 2 liquidity events. The results were kind of okay, but they weren't overly bad either. So I do think this should continue. And if not, then, maybe a retest of these moving averages. And then we kind of see whether or not we want to break below. So we'll see. The other thing to note is Dixie, the US dollar is rallying here right now. So that could be another reason why prices are just kind of stalling on a lot of our risk on assets. Generally, US dollar becomes bullish, then a lot of our kind of risk on stocks and crypto typically don't do super well. So right now, the US dollar is trying to bottom. So obviously the trade deal kind of gave us a nice little push here. This is starting to look like it is trying to break out. So I would be a little cautious as this starts to break out.
The yields are going up, by the way, US yields. That's usually that the money is parking into the yield, US treasuries.
Yeah, so US dollar is looking good in that sense, which is obviously not the best for equities and stuff like that. But I think things will shift sooner or later. Even when you look into the Jan Barometer studies, it's still pointing towards a rally back to all-time highs for November and December. So I'm hoping for at least a retag of the all-time highs, and then that's kind of it for me for the rest of the year. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Sorry.
The other thing that's kind of looking pretty bullish to me for Bitcoin right now is that we do have this potential bullish harami setting up again. So depending on how this closes today, as long as the head of the candle body here and the tail is within the candle body of the previous right here, this is going to print a bullish harami as long as this stays this way, and then we get a candle pretty much opening above that head layer. So if we can get that bullish harami, then I do think we can get some pretty good trades off of that. The last kind of big harami that I had was back here. And, when you get those haramis, they generally give you pretty good bullish signals. That was a nice 90% trade there. So I am hoping that this is kind of it. But I also wouldn't be surprised if we just, get rinsed. But yeah, this is definitely a critical level we're at right now. So looking at indexes for alts, not looking super hot right now, but it is trying to curve back up here. If we can start getting those double bottoms again and getting these kind of larger double bottoms breakouts, then we should see another seasonal type pump. We need these to break down, give us those big M's, maybe give us even a quadruple M. That would be kind of the ideal situation for us. Obviously, looking at most of these alts, they're just kind of slowly grinding lower.
Dude, alts are so bad. This year for alts, it's been devastating.
It's been so disappointing.
Compared to stocks, you would have gained so much compared to stocks.
Yeah, this is how fucked up it is. I'm making more money in stocks right now. I made more money in stocks this entire year than in crypto.
Maybe that's the conspiracy. Maybe that's the big brother trying to get the crypto guys to get broke.
Could be. I mean, it's definitely something's happening here right now. It doesn't make sense for this market to be so weak, but we didn't talk about this earlier in the year where, we are thinking that this is kind of the end of the cycle, right? So, typically at the end of the cycles, you get some pretty nasty price action. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Even Black has been selling. Even Black
don't fall for the traps. This is what they want you to do. They want you to get max pain. They want you to feel it. They want people to capitulate.
We are in max pain right now. People are quitting. People are getting liquidated. You got
worse.
You get big traders just getting smashed.
We're not even.
Unless you're like me and you get a nice 10x.
There you go. We're not even 20% off the highs from the all-time highs. Like every single cycle, we get 20 and 30% corrections. We're down 18% from the all-time high. We're not even at 20%. People are just fucking babies.
Yeah, but the alts are getting demolished. I think most people are getting demolished
forever.
And just like this is what I mean. Like you get like a few names that are just running, like very few names. If you caught them, that's great. If you didn't, then it's like you pretty much missed out. But like for the most part, like most names are just kind of like going sideways, not really doing much. A lot of names are just getting washed, like they're just coming right back to those previous lows. These ones you already lost the lows. Like it's just like, yeah, like I took some trades on Bong. It's like it's pretty close to getting stopped out now. It's like it's not really super overly bullish.
It's definitely not meme season anymore.
No, definitely not. Memes are not doing so well.
But I do agree. Like most of these like coins, if you look at them, like they're at all-time low. Like some of these like are from 2020, 2021, like legends, and they're all bottoming. So I don't know like what to really predict. Obviously, like the finance system is not good at the moment. We just had a massive amount of layoffs in US, and I think there's something bigger gonna happen next year. But people definitely preparing.
Yeah, there's a lot of layoffs in like all the companies. It's not just like Amazon. There's like car companies. There's like someone had a list. It's like massive layoffs happening all around. So I don't know. Not really a bullish market state in my opinion, but you try your best. If your setup's rolling, you hit it. Every now and then you get lucky. Like our error jump is doing pretty well right now still. But then you look at like something like ENA, and we're slowly getting close to getting stopped out. So it's a real mixed bag at this moment of like these setups for altcoins. But I gotta stay bullish here. Watching these lower time frame charts to see how the market reacts, and it is trying to rally back. So I do think this weekend we should see some kind of bullish rally. How strong will it be? I'm not entirely sure.
So here's my question to you guys. So we've seen almost everything this year happen that should be bullish. We got crypto regulation. We got Trump in the office. We got the most. We got the most bullish government so far. We got tariffs now being basically taking off. Like everything is aligning, but you can't see it in the price. So what do we actually need to get the bullish sentiment again? I mean, crypto Twitter is like I don't know, funeral.
Yeah, the reality is all the stuff you just talked about. Previously, we would have got the speculative hype and the pump. That's basically what we had the last couple cycles. We didn't really have any real adoption. We didn't have any real products. We didn't have any real regulation. It was all speculative hype, right? When people got worn out, they got tired of that. We got, we had too many markets that pumped for no reason. And like all these outside of Bitcoin, the vast majority, 99% of alts were complete vaporware, right? Now we're actually getting real use cases. We're actually getting real legislative, people coming in and creating laws and stuff. Where all the speculative stuff is turning into tangible stuff. And so the speculative stuff that's happened this year, that Trump getting elected, the regulations getting done. Most of the regulatory stuff in the U.S. isn't finished yet. They've laid some good groundwork, but even the Genius Act and some of the other stuff that's passed, the effects of that have not been felt yet. Stable coins have not come online yet. All these, JP Morgan, Amazon, Facebook, like all these guys are going to be using the blockchain infrastructure. That are, MasterCard and Visa. Everything that they've done to this point is still speculative. Yes, in the past cycles, that would have pumped the numbers on Link and all these other people that are partnering with them. But I think we're moving past some of that. Every single news story we have, I think it's obvious. We've done nothing but put bullish news stories out there. That doesn't move the needle anymore. We need the actual traction to start. When MasterCard and Visa start using Link and start using Ethereum blockchain rails, when JP Morgan and Amazon actually implement their stable coins on Ethereum and start actually using that to transact with, when these bills that have been put in place start affecting the actual market, start allowing people to actually, these industry types and these enterprises to start using blockchain to actually begin to implement what this legislative, these new laws have been passed for. That's when we'll start to catch up. That's when we'll see the market start to pump. I think people are just worn out on the whole, new crypto bill passes, markets must fly. Well, like any bill, when a bill passes, it doesn't, like, it's going to take 6 months, a year before there's an actual downstream effect, felt in the markets by the legislation that has come through. When MasterCard announces their partnership where you're going to be able to, they just acquired some, major crypto company. That's cool. That's bullish. But they're not actually going to use those rails. They're not going to start dumping funds on there. They're not going to start, running transactions through that tech for 6 months or a year from now. I think that's what we've seen all this year is all these things starting to build up. I think next year is when those things start to take effect, and that we'll actually see the markets benefiting from it. When we actually have transaction volume on Ethereum from stable coins, when we actually have MasterCard and Visa and JP Morgan using Chainlink to aggregate data, et cetera, et cetera. All these things are still speculative at this point. None of them are in effect. That's what I think is kind of the difference between the previous cycles and this cycle, is that people kind of are over this, every news story is we got to pump Link because they just signed a new partnership or whatever. They want to see we need to see actual tangible numbers. We need to see revenues. We need to see transaction volumes. We need to see business actually getting done using this tech to push the prices up.
We need retail. We need new liquidity. Please.
But the problem is that we have to be honest. Like the last liquidation event, it was a lot. It was $40 billion at least. A lot of funds got liquidated. A lot of retail people got liquidated. It was a bigger event than FTX. So I think
20x. It was 20x.
Yeah,
the
20x.
size of that.
So
Insane.
I do think it's going to take a while before we get those retails back or we get more money in the system again. It's very unfortunate, but like having that much money taken out, it's never easy. And I think that's why crypto Twitter is so negative at the moment. Like people got so butt fucked.
Yeah, that Black Swan event was rough. Like it caught even like really good professional traders.
Oh yeah.
Like
no, absolutely.
It was insane. I've never seen like anything like that. I was like, holy shit. It's like every year these Black Swan events get worse.
Yeah, no.
It's like, oh,
can never prepare enough.
No one is. No one's ever prepared, man. That's the problem. Fuck.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you got to adjust your strategy. My strategy is now going to be just wait till the bear market and just buy and then just go away.
Yeah. And just buy
Bitcoin. Come back in like 2 years.
Like just buy Bitcoin. Like that's like the easiest way. Like for me, like that was my biggest lesson of the cycle. Was like, yeah, like alts are fun and everything, but like just Bitcoin is like such an easy win. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you'd be like 8.5x.
Yeah,
but
that's amazing returns.
Imagine this. So it's pure statistics. From the 80s, if you hold gold, you would have basically outrun almost every hedge fund manager. Think about that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Okay, we are talking about different shit coins here, but like, be smart, recycle. If you have good wins, put them in BTC. You can't lose.
Well, same thing goes with like DCA. If you just DCA the S&P 500 or top mutual funds, you're going to outperform 99% of funds and managers and traders.
Yeah.
Like it's almost impossible to outperform DCA and HODL.
Unless you're like me. I mean, I'm slamming doubles on Intel and all kinds of blue chips here, my friend.
That's why you just need to create a little fund and let us put our money in there, and then we can yell at you to manage our money.
No, because I'm going to hit a Black Swan event, and then
Wouldn't
everyone's going to
that
try
be
to
fun? Wouldn't that be so much fun for you?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, yeah, I mean, but regarding charts, that's pretty much it. It's all I got. It's cross your fingers and hope that the market comes back to life this weekend. That's kind of my vibe right now.
All right. Well, let's see what I got for us today here.
Yes, some fun stories, I hope.
Well, let's start it off. We haven't taken a look at any M&A projects in a while. There's been a lot of M&A announcements over the last few weeks. We saw Coinbase bought Echo for $400 million. We saw Aave bought somebody. So a lot of high-profile stuff. MasterCard yesterday announced that they just bought. Who did they buy? Help me out here.
Zero Hash.
Yes, Zero Hash. So a lot of M&A market still red hot. OTC market secondary is very hot right now. So there are ways to make money out there. We've got a great new listing here. Web3 Casino. This guy's doing $300K monthly, over $2 million in reserves, well established. I think this is you're pretty familiar with this one. How these guys have been in operation since what, 2017?
2018.
2018? Yeah, here we go. Spaces 2018. Proven, well-established revenue streams, 3.6 million last year top line. Very profitable business as well. 1.4 million last year in profit. So just grinding along steady, great acquisition. I think the founders are just looking to exit. They've been doing this a long time. They're a bit older, looking to move on to other things. Maybe enjoy a little bit of more of the good life, have some more time back to spend some of that money and enjoy life. So, great opportunity for anybody out there in the space that has familiarity running casinos, Web 2 or Web 3, to acquire, either to add to your existing portfolio or operate as a standalone entity. And again, I know you are very familiar with this one. Got any other insights on this that you want to offer?
Yeah, I think the most advantage this casino has is the SEO. So if you Google them, they will be in Google. They've been there for a while. They're very established. They have a very loyal, active user base. And I think overall, I'm very happy to see more and more these most very profitable businesses coming to us and be like, hey, we just can't run this anymore. We're tired. And this is very normal. If you're a business owner and you've done your money and you're getting kids and you're getting older, I totally get why they're selling. So this is definitely not a distressed asset. They're not in a hurry to sell. But yeah, if you guys out there, anyone looking at profitable crypto casino, feel free to hit me or Nathan or Andrew up.
Absolutely. Come buy the casino, baby.
Maybe we should buy it.
You know you want it. You should buy it. You should give it to me for a Christmas bonus.
Once you resign from McDonald's, I'll think about it.
All right,
that's a bad trade, bro. That's a bad trade. Bad trade.
I'll call my manager and tell him I have to leave to go run a crypto casino. Well, as we've talked about here, blood in the market, but how bad really is it? So Bitcoin historically has dropped 6 to 8% after the last 3 FOC meetings. Now, caveat to that, it's also made a new all-time high before the next one. Currently, I think the next Fed meeting is 40 days from now. It's December 10th, I believe. And how much have we dropped so far? We're not even down. So FOMC, let's call it 112 is about where they made the announcement. So from 112, it's right in that ballpark. we're down. Yeah, we're not even down 6% right now. Like we haven't even hit the bottom of the side of that range. And again, this is just a range. So if you look at where those numbers line up, that 6 to 8% is like 105 to 100. So kind of right, sweeping the lows to 100K. Right in line, we could very easily see that and be, again, historically, that's what's happened the last couple times here. So I know everybody's butthurt on crypto Twitter, but if you looked at what's going on,
dude, nothing. Remember our good old minus 60% days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, gold.
Pay for that.
Gold dildo candles. Yeah.
Other things, you gotta zoom out. When they cut the rates, it was the fifth time Feds cut the rates with S&P at 500 at all-time highs. All prior instances, a year later, was higher. The average return was 20% higher. The worst year was a 15% gain. I think we looked on Tuesday at a different chart. I talked about the last 21 times that they cut rates when the S&P was within 2% of an all-time high. Same thing there. All 21 times the S&P 1 year later was higher. So I think if we zoom out here, yes, it sucks right now. People are bearish. Candles are red. Numbers are down. Altcoins are dead. I think we fast forward 9 months from now. I think we're in a much better place. We've gone over this ad nauseum. All the reasons I'm bullish on the next year. From the QE starting, QT stopping, QE starting. The $7.5 trillion in money market funds, M2 at all-time highs. We've got, it's an election year next year. I like that one fact alone. The Republicans aren't going to let stocks and the market crash in 2026 until after the elections at the earliest. It'd be absolute suicide to do so. The Democrats would do the exact same. The Democrats did the exact same in the 2024 elections leading up to the presidential election. With Trump, they refused to cut rates and they, pumped the markets as much as they could to try and, get their side elected. So short term, I think we got some rough patches ahead, but I just can't not be bullish on next year. I can't think that there's any way we've topped and we're going into a bear market.
That's where I step in and say, no.
You guys be bearish.
Fuck you.
You guys be bearish.
Like, this is what I could see them do is like, the beginning of the year, or at least like the election is what, like November?
November.
Okay, so like the springtime rolls in, they dump the shit out of the market, right? Make people panic and whatever. But then as we get closer to that election day, they start running the market. So then that way they could be like, well, look, the market's like up, it's recovered, it's like blah, blah, blah. I do think like the market does need to like get a pretty big wash here. It's just been straight up for like, a couple of years now. But yeah.
Coffee
I think
it's supposed to be the peak year. 2026 is supposed to be the peak year. Banner cycle. It's like, it's not 100%. Obviously, it could be off by a year or two or even 3. But 2026 is like the fucking golden year. It's supposed to be the year where you're supposed to take all your profits.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And that might mean like, markets have to blow up and go up to the very, like way higher than what we expect. But I mean, at the same time, I feel like I want to be out. I want to be out by 2026.
You want it to be over.
No, I just want to be out. Like, I want to be done for a little bit. And then,
I totally could see a scenario like you mentioned where we get wrecked first. Like that, we could very easily, this downtrend could continue, and we could see.
Because then you can brag about it recovering the market, and that's even better, right?
For sure.
Yeah,
I could see us going down and over the next couple months, even into the early part of next year, Bitcoin does something dastardly like 70, 80,000, something crazy like that, and everyone's like, it's over, pack up your bags. And then bam, QE starts, Fed starts printing like crazy. You get a 50 basis point cut, M2 and gold tanks and freaking the money market, all that starts dumping into risk on assets. And we absolutely freaking fly, and everybody is fucking left with their dick in their hand because they were all bearish and got out of the markets and understandably so. But they're gonna do some crazy stuff to shake us out, guys. I don't know, I'm ready for it. I guess I'll sit in spot. If I have to sit for 4 more years, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's been history. Everybody's like, why aren't we pumping? Well, we QT ends. We've historically seen drops. In 2019, when they stopped QT, alts dropped 42% further.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looking very good for us.
Yeah. And when QE started in March, right? So that was 5 months later, QE started, and what happened? Freaking S&P rallied. QET isn't enough. You need QE to start. But once it did, I mean, here's QT stopping. Here's QE starting. Fucking, this is going to happen. It's not an if, it's a when.
It's when.
Just gotta manage to survive long enough. And I know we're all tired. We've been surviving for 4 years since the peak in 2021, right? I get it. We're tired. I'm tired, boss. But don't lose faith now. We're so close. We're almost there.
I don't know. I'm losing hope.
I think also like if you think at 2021, like it was much easier, right? It was just like invest in an NFT and you might fucking win big, right?
Yes.
Same thing with the coins. But this run during this year, it's been extremely hard for the beginners. Like we maybe had 4 or 5 different possibilities where you made really good money. That would have been hype, bump, and what else?
Memes.
Some other coins.
Memes. Yeah. There was a lot of memes. I've hit a few hundred X's on memes, but I've round tripped my portfolio more times than I've ever have in just this one cycle. like it's fucked up, man. Like it's playing in the meme coin.
You're just a degenerate.
Oh god, it's so bad. So bad.
All right. Well, if you want the real altcoin alpha, the real degen shit that's coming on board right now, there's two sectors you can get into that are starting to see some signs of life, and I think could be the dark horses if everything else is dropping. This is where you'd have the opportunity for a few 10, maybe even 100x gains. First one is robotics. The whole Neo thing that just got announced. They announced that they're going to start shipping robots in like a month. For like in-home robots. That has started to see some life in some of the top robotics alts. There's a few, like Peak is one. I can't remember the other, but like I would start watching that area there, that scenario. I think there's going to be in the near future a mini bull market within the robotics area. As Neo is the first one to start. When they start shipping robots next year, that's going to boost something. Tesla's not far behind. Tesla's already said in 2026 they're going to start putting robots in people's houses. So the robotics tokens, I'm definitely watching those, that trend. And the other one is this X402. I don't have my head wrapped around this yet, but there is a lot of adoption happening. There's memes popping off about it. There's new startups that are popping up, new tokens that are launching. That is another area. I don't know how much grounding it actually has, if it's got the ability to be an actual sector, an actual emerging tech, or if this is all pure hype and it's going to be gone in 2 months. But in the meantime, there will be, whether it's a sustained mini bull run and becomes a new sector within crypto or not, something to keep an eye on in the short term for some potential gains. So those are my two down and dirty degen alpha plays that if you're looking for somewhere to stake a little bit of cash in the short term while everything else is bleeding, I would check out robotics and the X402 scenes.
Nice. Very nice. Good recommendations.
I'm going to be far ahead of you guys and just look at space.
Yo, 3i Atlas is coming.
Yeah,
get ready.
Space tokens are coming. You will wait until next year. Someone will come up with this new category. I'm gonna be looking at space tokens before anyone else.
Space tokens. You gotta cue me in. I'm not in on this one. I don't understand what you're talking about.
There's gonna be a new space coin that will only be the only currency in the space that you can use.
Gotcha. So when we go on Mars, we'll be using this token.
Yes.
when the aliens come and invade us.
Nice.
3i Atlas, baby.
We're gonna sell fractionalized real estate plots on Mars, tokenized.
Oh, that's already happening, man.
They're already trying that. I'm pretty sure.
No, they done it already. That was last cycle.
Mars 4. I got into that project a little bit.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Oh,
I still have some of those NFTs.
Oh shit! Totally forgot about that.
Good old metaverse hype.
Yeah, holy shit! I can't believe, man, metaverse was such a big thing in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was like metaverse. It's the future.
Sandbox. No, sandbox.
And everybody's like, "The fuck is this metaverse shit? This is so garbage." Like, no one wants to use this shit.
Oh, here we go. There it is. Zero hash. But yeah, I mean, like we were talking about earlier, there's lots of bullish news happening. We have lots of catalysts. We just need them to actually take effect, right? Like we need MasterCard to start using Zero Hash's infrastructure and start running, Bitcoin transactions and crypto payments, et cetera, et cetera. All this adoption is going to happen, but the markets aren't pumping it anymore just based on, rumors and speculation of, in the future someday MasterCard is going to probably use this, or JP Morgan's going to have their own stablecoin and their own blockchain, which they just announced. Where's that here? This is huge as well. Samsung just enabled Ethereum staking on Galaxy devices. 200 million people now have one-tap access to earn ETH yield. Like that's cool, but people aren't using it yet. Like when we start seeing these institutional adoption mechanisms get traction, that's when things are going to fly. And I think this year has been a lot of building, a lot of like, all right, we're going to start to pass legislation. Well, legislation takes a lot of time to hit the downflow or downstream economic actions. Same with all these JP Morgan and Visa and Apple Pay with Bitcoin and all this other horse shit. Like it's all bullish, it's all great, but it's not going to move the markets until it actually gets some traction. People are too tired for that. Like we're beaten, we're dragged. We need to see actual numbers to get some heat in the markets.
No, I agree, and I think Solana also did a partnership with Western Union, and they actually paid for
that fake partnership.
Yeah, but I mean, like this is the thing. Like, if you're a marketing manager or CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, like your only thing is to get your whatever brand out there, and that is building partnerships and announcements. I think one crypto company that has done excellent job with partnership announcements is Chainlink. Like I remember during last year and this year, it was everywhere something from them. Everywhere.
Oh yeah. Still right now, if I just go over to our feed, there's going to be like guaranteed. Here, let's go home. I guarantee there's like 2 Chainlink stories probably within the first couple minutes of scrolling here. Like I've been seeing tons of stuff for Chainlink. Everybody's bullish. Maybe not on your feed. My feed's full of it. Maybe that's just the algorithm feeding me Chainlink news.
I think that's your algorithm because my feed is just all lighter stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this can't be like everyone's fucking Twitter page right now, is it? It's like this lighter, and then people are getting liquidated.
Right here, story. Visa, another adoption story. Visa enabling stablecoin payments. Like all this stuff is cool, but it's not in effect yet. It's not having real downstream impact yet. But anyways, what was I going to say about this story here? Oops, that's not the one. I don't know why our search on X is having retardation problems.
My internet is lagging so much.
Again. There we go. Yeah. This was my favorite part about this story. If you go to any of these, I guarantee the top comments are just XRP people moaning. It's all like, boy, yeah. Number 2 comment. Don't need to use XRP. Like it's all XRP comments. Like it was hilarious. This is dumb. The only reason they got it over XRP is because they paid for it. The XRP people are so butthurt about this Solana Western Union deal. It is a fake partnership. They paid $25 million to secure the deal, and they had to provide another $25 million in LP, and it's only a 6-month deal, and then it's back up to the highest bidder. But the amount of like coping and seething from the XRP audience has just made my heart warm. I absolutely love this deal. I think it's a waste of $50 million from Solana, Like we all, but outside of that, it made me feel good because all the XRP people are super butthurt this week.
So I would assume this is not a partnership; it's a marketing spend. No.
Yeah, it's $50 million marketing spend. That's a lot of marketing spend.
Yeah, but if you think about how many people are using Western Union in the world, probably 200 million or something.
A lot.
That's a lot.
But they're not going to be spending it on Solana.
Yeah, but still, like 200 million people, the CPM is going to be like nothing, like 1 cent or something. But yeah, like again, like you said, like these partnerships, they're not going to go to the price really. If there's no adoption, it's going to be very hard.
Yeah. These are all
Hey, fresh liquidity. We need retail.
This is just all yeah. You forgot to say Solana paid $50 million for a 6-month partnership. You this is slowly declining, and Ripple would never pay this random for a partnership. Bro, they're so butthurt right now. I absolutely love it. I love it. Even if Solana loses $30 million in this $50 million deal in marketing, it's worth it just to see the all the from the XRP people.
It's crazy how strong of an army they have.
Dude, but their army is the most scammy and retarded people. Like it's like boomers that don't know anything about crypto. And they're like, oh, hey son, I just bought some XRP. Are you proud of me? It's like, no, Dad, go back to your room. Like you're in timeout. You're in timeout. You listen to people.
Get out of here, Grandpa.
Yeah, like I just on LinkedIn today, one of the big XRP shills is Jake something or other. He's one of those like alpha male like finance guys, and he had a post about like how you need to prepare for this and how to do your XRP, plan for death or divorce, how to protect your XRP. And I'm just like, please don't take financial advice from people that are either scammy enough or retarded enough to believe that XRP is going to go to 10,000 or even 1,000. Like the basic math on that, it just doesn't math. If XRP goes to $1,000 per token, their market cap would be roughly equivalent to the entire world's equity market, about $130 trillion. So either every other business in the world shuts down and there's only XRP left, or somehow we double the entire world's equity market cap in the next 2 years, which sure, that's at $1,000. And for the fact that they're saying maybe even $10,000, now we're talking about what is it? What's above a trillion?
Gazillion.
Gazillion. We're talking about a literal $1 gazillion market cap, somewhere between 600 trillion and a gazillion dollar market cap for XRP. These people are absolutely either, again, retarded, or they're scamming your boomer parents. Like, don't buy XRP. Don't support XRP. Like, it's just an entire bunch of shitheads scamming other shitheads. Like, anyways, XRP rant is over for the day. We don't need to go on about that anymore. But don't mention quadratic banking to me. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna buy you a Ripple shirt for Christmas.
You should. I would love that. I would treasure it. But yeah, so I mean, there's some really bullish stuff here. I think this by Samsung is awesome. I've got a Galaxy phone. A lot of people out there use their, like I said, 200 million people. One tap access. Obviously, we need to do a lot more education and like teach people what it is and stuff before the average users going to be staking ETH and buying ETH. But this is how we get that initial adoption. Like people aren't going to be like, oh, I'm going to go download MetaMask and fucking figure out how that works. If they have a one tap button to buy ETH and stake ETH on their natively on Samsung's phone, of course they're going to like that's how you can easily onboard people. That's very bullish. But again, it's going to take time before we see an actual impact. Before we see the ETH staking start to go up because of that.
Totally agree.
Yeah. We got a couple other interesting stories. JP Morgan now announcing not only are they going to be building a stable coin, they're going to be building their own network, their own blockchain. Jamie Dimon, Eaton Crow came out. came out this. A lot of people are trying to say Jamie Dimon has changed his tune on Bitcoin. He hasn't. He came out and specifically avoided mentioning Bitcoin, but he did admit that blockchain technology is useful and is potentially the future of finance. But he didn't. The word Bitcoin didn't leave his mouth. So, but he is starting to eat a little crow. That is encouraging to see as well. But other than that, one more heartwarming story for all you bears out there. Apple Pay can now use iMessages using the Lightning Network.
Yay!
So excited about that.
Yay!
Yay!
Al Chassis says it's massive, guys. So, but there is stuff out there to at least have some hopium for. All right, don't rage quit yet. Not yet.
No,
You should never rage quit.
Never.
Get liquidated properly. Don't rage quit. Go to zero.
Get liquidated on lighter so you get some extra bonus points.
Yeah. All right, guys. Anything else you want to cover today?
No, we're good.
Not that I can think of. No.
Have fun this weekend. Go touch some grass. Get off.
It's Halloween today.
Yeah.
It's Halloween on a Friday.
Go out and
Go get those pizzas.
Go get those pizzas. Out in the bars.
Throw those eggs. Throw those toilet paper. TP people's houses. Smash some windows. Have some fun.
Go ogle some whores at the bar that are all dressed inappropriately.
Oh, it's gonna be a good time tonight. It's one of the best nights of the year. This is honestly one of my favorite nights of the year.
It's the only time at the year in Asia where all girls are slutty.
The world, my friend, the world is the one day that you're allowed to be slutty and not get banned. So please, girls, be as slutty as you want tonight.
This is for Andrew. Andrew, you can be slutty today.
I'm going to be so slutty today. I'm not going to wear anything. I'm just going to be naked. That's my costume. I'm a naked man.
Nice. I'm going out tonight, I guess.
Good to end this here.
I'm gonna be out looking for Simple Jack. All right, boys and girls, friends and degens, thank you for tuning in. I know there was a lot of ranting today. I know there was a lot of joking around, but overall, hope this helped lighten the mood going into the weekend for you a little bit. I know, in all seriousness, that a lot of people are down bad, that are feeling frustrated, are upset with the market. But so hopefully this brings a little levity, a little laughter into your mood. There is light at the end of the tunnel. There is still hope out there. Try to get away from it this weekend. Enjoy yourself a little bit. Have some fun. Enjoy some trick or treating. If you got kids, take them around and get them all dressed up, and then eat their candy. If not, go out and enjoy some time at the bars or just whatever it is you do to blow off some steam. Have some fun this weekend. Be safe. Stay safe on the markets. And we'll see you again next Tuesday for some more market analysis, news stories, and shit talking.
See you next week, and be careful not to meet Andrew today.
That'll be real spooky.
Oh my God.